Hello, everybody, and welcome to the super spooky edition of this week's indoor adventure in our Hallowed arc. I am very, very excited once again to have all of my wonderful friends back, so that way we can get together to play a game of Dungeons and Dragons. So, before we begin, I would like to say that probably the scariest thing of all happened today, which was our podcast had over 200 listens over the week. So last week, it increased by 150. This week, we increased by over 200. So whatever you people are doing, thank you so much. You're all so great, and I appreciate you. And if you want, you can find us on Twitch, YouTube, wherever. We'll be there, or at least we'll try. So let us get into the meat and nibbly bits of this adventure. As you guys have all, in the last week, people may have forgotten, unless you're catching up, watching video to video. So, last week, you guys managed to get to the town of Dawngrass, where, some things happened. Gwen and Blake, drunkenly broke in a new tent. Although when they woke up, their clothes were on, but there was a blackout period, so who's to say what happened? Me. But who's to say what happened? Next, we had Cori and Caelum go off into the woods, where Cori found a mother sow with 3 little piglets, and you decided not to kill them for food. And you came back, and you guys had actually a pretty lax day, having had a rough night being afraid of bandits and a bard that were possibly going to come back after you. So you decided to leave town first thing in the morning, where you found out that Parnell had actually taken some vegetables, and then as you guys were arguing over whether or not that was actually the right thing to do, given his penchant for lawyer speech, you guys actually all heard the sound of a stone-bottomed cart making its way towards you. And as it did, you guys could smell just wonderful fresh bread as a portly man with a mustache, kind of wearing a white apron on the front, riding his horse, greeted you all as adventurers, and then you saw a older-looking fire genasi peek her head out of the back of the cart, and also exclaim that she just loves adventurers. And so they are currently making their way over to you guys, as you are on the same road path, and they just sort of seem to be like talking amongst themselves. And you'll see the fire genasi give the man in front a quick hug, and he seems to really enjoy the warmth of it. And as they pull up, he says, "Ho ho, hail, adventurers! Oh, where you be coming from, just abouts? If you don't mind me asking, me and my wife, we sell bread on the road. So if you've been on the road for a couple of days, we'd be loving to sell you some bread. Freshest baked you ever had."
Well, we just came from Dawngrass.
Oh, it's not too far away now, is it? But did you manage to pick up any supplies while you were there? Is your stomach a rumbling?
Kind of eyes the bags of vegetables.
They're on the road several hours back. You guys
I thought they only checked.
Oh, that's right.
Someone only checked a carrot.
No, Cori grabbed the rest of the bag and threw them off.
Entire bag.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we have a lot of almonds that we could probably sustain ourselves on for quite some time. We probably should get to eating those sooner rather than later.
Ask them if they want to buy some almonds.
And Parnell, hey, you guys, you said that you're bakers, right? And you bake bread? Have you ever heard of almond bread before? It's really cool, and people love it. So I've heard. I'm from the Gated Glen, and it's all the rage. It's all the rage over there. Oh, is it now? Well, Fiorette, do you think that we could use some almonds? And you hear, no, I don't want to be messing with our recipe. And you see that through the back of this cart, you actually see that that there is what looks to be a stone oven built into the back of this cart, and she is just kneading the dough with her hands, causing the dough to actually form and rise almost like it would be a regular oven. And that kind of makes you understand why the bottom of this cart is actually done in stone, is otherwise it would be flammable.
Damn. That's some good engineering you got there.
It's not good engineering. My wife makes each loaf with love. It's easy to see. She just eventually just like keeps working this bread ball into a loaf, and it begins to actually just heat up in her hands.
Oh shit.
That's
You got
how
magic.
we're able to afford a life on the road.
What kind of bread you got?
What kind do you like?
Do you have any with protein in it?
We got pumpernickel. We got multi-grain. We don't have any of that white bread that strips out all the nutrients.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
I'll take I don't know, like,
We got pumpkin seed bread.
Yes.
oh,
Yes, please.
You've never seen
Sure.
Blake more like ready to go.
oh
All right.
yes, I have.
Hey.
Yeah. No, let's get 2 loaves. Are they big loaves or are they like my size
They're
loaves?
pretty sizable. You could probably snack on one for at least a few days. I would suggest snacking on it as quick as possible, so that way it stays nice and warm.
Yeah, I'll take 2.
Do you have some sourdough bread?
I think we have some sourdough.
Yes.
And he just sort of goes into the back, and he's going around and he's picking up different loaves of bread. And then while he does, you see Ferret, the fire genasi, give him a little smooch on the cheek. And when he comes back, you can see that his cheeks are actually like heavily weathered and scarred. Same with like around his lips, just from the amount of little fiery kisses that he receives from his wife.
Gary.
That's adorable.
Guess what? They're mobsters!
I'm never trusting anyone ever again!
No, and Parnell says, I'll take the multigrain, if that's okay. And he hands, without even hesitating, because he doesn't seem to have any other money besides gold, he hands his gold to the bread maker. And he says, well, you've already got, let's see, 2 loaves of the pumpkin, 1 loaf of multigrain. Anybody want anything else? Sourdough. Do we have another? Because then we could sell a half dozen.
Was the pumpkin for Gwen or for Blake?
I counted Gwen as 2.
Well, you had said you wanted some, so she was saying that she wanted 1 as well. So she was not saying that. Yes, 1 for Blake. 1 is for Blake.
Okay, so we got 5 currently.
Blake's not going to get the clue, so he's also going to order 1 for him.
All right, so we got ourselves a half dozen loaves. So, you there, with the hair like my wife, would you like any bread?
Oh, no, thank you.
All right, suit yourself.
She's one of them vegan people.
Bread's vegan. If it's
No,
made
it's not. It has.
if it's
eggs
made
in it.
properly, it's fine.
Why does Gwen know so much about vegan food? I don't know.
Turns out that was one of the reasons why you got kicked out of the Staggering Spirit, is because they
This
were
isn't vegan.
Yeah. Yeah, so they are willing to part with this bread for a silver piece a loaf.
I'll do it.
And he hands Parnell back 9 silver pieces.
Nope,
Thanks,
that's
bud.
Electrum. We don't deal in electrum. Ugh.
Get that currency out of here. It belongs in Barovia.
Did you tell everyone about the D&D Beyond overlay?
I did not.
Yes. Swipe left.
Yes. All of you wonderful people, if you swipe left on the
Right.
screen. Yes.
Swipe right. Sorry.
Swipe right. You should always swipe right. We're great people.
Swipe this way. This way.
Swipe on the screen, and magic will appear in the form
Can
of
you
the
see how much
D&D
money we
Beyond extension.
Oh! Oh god!
Yeah. All right. Sorry.
Magic.
Just wanted to mention that.
Yes.
Are you guys traveling south or north?
Oh, we're gonna continue on our way south for a while. This fine fellow says that almond bread is all the rage in the gated glen, and it sounds like there's a bread market willing to be tapped into. So we'll probably just continue our way there.
Sounds good.
What about the rest of you? Where you going?
North.
North?
North somewhere.
That's a location for sure. Well, if you're technical folk, so technically inclined, with all sorts of machineries or gears and such, or you like magic, there's that floating city. If you're ever interested, it's a pretty noticeable landmark. Yeah, we did a lot of business there. Well, we've been around most parts, so if you have any questions about any place in the north, probably been there.
Floating city?
Yeah, it's a floating city. It's impressive the first time you see it, but then it just becomes an eyesore.
Have you guys done a lot of traveling?
For sure.
Do you know a place where there's a freshwater river that goes into the ocean and to the west, like really far, forest, and then there's like a hill in the middle, like just a singular hill?
Well, I don't know about single hills, but if you're looking for where freshwater meets saltwater, there'd probably be Marisville, or at least roundabout.
That's where we're going.
Well, I actually thought we were going to Silt Creek.
Well, yeah, we're going there. We're dropping you off, and then
Oh,
we're going.
yeah, no, totally. You know, I didn't want you guys to leave me.
I mean, we're going to eventually.
Well, I know. It'll be.
I'm sure it'll be fine, young fella. And the baker just kind of slaps this buddy's back. Thank you for the sub, JD. And he sells you guys your bread, and then says, "Well, if you have any other unless you have any other questions, we're gonna be heading off."
All right, cool.
But
What was your name?
I'm Wenty, and this is my wife, Thirette.
Sweet.
Nice to meet you.
Gwen.
Caelum.
Gwen, Caelum,
Like.
Blake,
Cori.
and I'm Parnell, and you're Parnell. That's all right then. We're probably going to go to Shroudport on the way, and then just gonna continue on as the way the road takes us. But if we ever cross paths again, I'll remember your favorite bread. I'll make sure to bring you all some multi-grain, some sourdough, and some pumpkin bread. How about that?
Thanks.
Caelum's already eating.
Same.
Is the bread good?
Oh, it's delicious.
Nice.
Yeah, no, there is no like, I wonder, does bread taste good? Like, this is like very freshly baked, probably earlier in the day, using freshly roasted pumpkin seeds as well. Like, this is just a very quality bread.
Parnell, is your bread this good?
And he can't even really seem to pay very close attention, because he is able to, with his fingers, kind of like take out little bits of bread so he can hold them in between his 6 fingers, and he's just kind of nibbling on them. And he's actually offering some to Whiskers as well. He's just mowing down on this. He doesn't seem like a breakfast person, but he probably should be. As the
We're
first...
not. Sorry, we're not hungover, right? We that was cured.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Then this is fine.
Yeah, and you guys part ways with Fiorette and Winty. And you continue onward for about 45 minutes. And then I would like for you guys to make perception checks.
Okay.
Dice.
roll the
That's
night.
I
important.
will do this.
Thanks for not making us make a constitution save on that bread.
Why would I?
That's a natural one.
We just go around the countryside poisoning people.
I mean,
Welcome to fantasy land.
Have you met yourself, Indoor?
Yes. Well, not like...
We're this sweet couple who sells bread to everyone, and we're just gonna murder them by poisoning our bread.
All right, so what was everybody's perception check?
18.
18?
18.
Okay.
8.
Same hat.
18, 18, 8, and what? You said
Oh, it's natural one.
Okay. So, Cori and Caelum, you guys actually don't, you guys don't really take note of this. As Caelum, you have once again found yourself in conversation with Parnell about morality and ethics, just kind of picking his addled brain about how he's able to do the things that he does. And Cori, you've kind of gotten wrapped up in this, even though you didn't necessarily want to. So the three of you guys are actually standing more towards the back of the cart. But Blake and Gwen, you guys are on the cart. Blake, you are currently the one actually moving this vehicle, like making sure the horse stays true.
Staying far away from Parnell.
Yeah, just distance. Just keep him at a distance. And you guys actually start to see on the ground coming up over this hill that the pebbles that are kind of on the ground just start to shake and bounce. And you see cresting over this hill this large, slack-jawed face with a very large lower jaw, beady eyes, tusks, wide shoulders, and it has a large sack on its side, and is wearing a loincloth as well, and it's kind of carrying a club. And you can see its nose flaring up, just kind of sniffing around. And then it looks down at you and just and points with this giant club. And do any of you speak giant?
I do.
So Gwen, you hear bitey, 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 feed time. And I'd like for you guys to roll initiative as you see 3 wolves actually cresting over the hill with this large ogre pointing down.
Names are bitey.
Yes.
I love it.
Starting off strong tonight, guys.
Okay, Caelum.
What if you left your house and there were like 3 wolves coming after you?
So Parnell, there's a wagon on a track, and you're at a lever, and tied down one side of the track is 3 people, and tied down another side of the track is 1 person.
Are we trying to kill as many as possible or as few as possible?
Party.
All right, so Cori.
Yes, I've heard this one before. I rescue them all.
All right, Cori, what was your initiative?
15.
Okay, Gwen.
9.
All right, Caelum.
You already know this joke.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow, you're really caught up with Parnell. Blake.
8.
Coriander, who did not see what was going on, is the only one.
Caelum, you realize that eventually we're gonna have eventually when we get the subscribers, you're going to get your own emote
Yep.
for how often you get zeros on initiative.
It's just
This
gonna be
will
a dice
happen.
with a 0 on it.
I will believe. I will believe in this thing. All right.
It's not just initiatives though. It's any dex check.
Anything dex based.
Shame.
Alrighty.
Caelum is a clumsy boy.
So, Cori, you hear about 35 feet away from where you guys are, this deep resonating voice just Hindalula! Like just shouting as loud as he can. And you look up and you see that there is this large ogred creature pointing with a giant, it almost looks like a tree that's been stripped of a lot of its branches, but this giant club. And it points down towards your guys' cart as you see 3 wolves crest over the top of this hill where this ogred creature is located.
Alrighty. Am I at the top of the round?
Yes, you are.
Wow, lucky me. Okay. Well, I'm gonna face step to him.
Okay.
That's a bonus action. And I've realized that you have to click on your face step to realize what effect that it gives.
Oh.
So I've learned to click on things. So using my face step, immediately after use of my face step, up to 2 creatures of my choice that I can see in 10 feet must succeed a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by me for 1 minute.
Oh,
so
goodness.
I'm thinking Tusky McGee here.
Okay.
And whoever else I can. If there's a wolf within range, I'd love to do that.
Yeah, so Tusky McGee got a 16. And the wolf... What is a wolf's wisdom?
Like,
Not bad. The wolf...
Connor, you don't know?
They both got 16.
They both got 60. Okay, well, they both save, so
Okay.
that's fine. Still got to attack. I'm going to.
The first thing we're doing.
Sword. Really good on the initiative, but not so much on the everything else. A 6 probably isn't going to hit.
No, a 6 does not hit with your sword.
Great.
Yes.
All right.
So next up is this ogred creature that you have now put yourself directly next to, and you swung out, and he felt magic, and he cries out in ogre, "No trixies!" As he brings his maul up and slams it down. But you just hear this very guttural ogre sound. But Gwen, you hear him say "no trixies" before he goes to swing. And I am going to assume that a dirty 20 hits.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So he is going to deal 7 points of bludgeoning damage as he just cracks into you with this large, with this felled tree club. He's very upset. Next up is Gwen.
All right. I'm on the front of the cart, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to hop off right in the line in front of the dogs or the wolves coming forward.
Okay.
I would like to rage.
Okay.
Tiny rage.
Tiny
And
rage.
hashtag tiny rage. And then I'm going to yell in giant at the wolves. And I'm going to say, "Bad dogs, sit!"
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to hope that does something.
All right. Make an animal handling check with disadvantage because they are currently trying to... well, actually, you can make it flat. You wouldn't have disadvantage because you have not engaged them. They are now just receiving a secondary command.
Don't fuck me. Ooh, that's a 7.
So... yeah, these dogs ain't buying it. Yeah, so...
All right. Then I'm going to pull out my axe.
Okay.
Am I close enough to them?
Yeah, you are close enough for the 3 wolves, but because you have your base speed is still 25, I believe, you would not be able to get up to the ogre without a full round action.
Okay. I'm gonna attack one of the wolves. And I'm gonna say to the do I know what it is?
You would believe this to be an ogre. He looks very, very ogre-like.
Okay. That fucking nope. You sit down
Rest
for a
of
little
you.
bit. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna swing my axe at one of the dogs and miss terribly.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say in giant, "We're not your enemies, sir." But I guess
Are
in
we?
giant it would be like, "Not bad, good, Mister."
Mister. Alrighty, sounds good. So next up are the wolves, and they are going to come down on you as the 3 of them, as you have just like thrown yourself in front of the rest of them. So the first wolf is going to get a where yeah. He is going to get a 13 to hit. You're muted.
No.
All right. So the 13 does not work on that. So then the second one is going to come up. And now its ally is within 5 feet, so it will get pack tactics.
Okay.
So I'm guessing a modified 20 hits.
Yes.
Yas. And then that is going to be 5 points of piercing damage reduced to 2.
Whoa.
Then because you are raging.
Yes.
And then the third one is going to try and make a bite out against you, but an 11 will not hit. So that is it for the wolf's turn. Next up is the wolf of our own, Blake. Because
Very
he's
confusing.
cyber wolf.
So I've seen Gwen try to attack one of them and then get ferociously attacked. And the ogre also looking threateningly.
Oh yeah, no, he actually has hit Cori.
But he's still like,
Yeah, he does not look very charmed at all, like you've seen Cori be able to do. He looks.
I wouldn't have seen him react in any way to what Gwen was saying.
No, I wouldn't think
Okay.
so. Mostly because he's more upset that there is somebody currently on him. He has that one-track mind going on.
All right, so first things first, I'm gonna cut my hand
Okay.
and light my bow. So the same like yellowy flame immediately pops up this time. How far away are the wolves?
The wolves are from you 15 feet currently.
Are they all lined up?
They are currently in in almost like a triangle formation where one of them is biting at Gwen head on, and then the other 2 are on either side. So you would see 1 to Gwen's right, left, and directly in front.
Great. So I'm gonna attack the ogre then.
Okay. Get him.
Here we go. I miss.
Okay.
I miss. Well, actually, this is a 10.
Okay. A 10 does not hit.
Cool.
Yeah, you see your shot. It just catches him right at the top of the shoulder and then just kind of bounces off of his thick hide. A little bit more precision. So you could do it. Caelum, is your turn. As you've
Caelum looks
seen all
left,
of this
looks
happen in
right.
front of you.
Pulls out his shield, raises it, casts Bless on everyone. That would be Cori, Gwen, and Blake.
Okay.
So y'all can roll your d4s whenever you want to taxies. or make a saving throw. And that was an action. Do I have? Wait, what? Sorry, just one sec. And I guess I'm gonna try and. No, that's not a bonus. I'm gonna head into the fray.
Okay.
Shield out. Spear out.
Spear
Crying.
out. All right. So, so you can get up to the wolves at this point. Because you were behind the cart, you wouldn't be able to make it all the way to the ogre.
Okay. I'll just accost one. That's my turn.
Yes. All right. Sounds good. So you were just standing there looking threatening with your spear out? Excellent. All right. So then next up is the top of the round with Cori. You've just been smacked by this giant ogre. Although I guess
That's
he's
fine.
only large. He's a large giant and not a giant other thing.
If I had to pick one word to describe his size category,
It would be
it
large.
would be large. All right, another long sword attack. This time with blessings. Oh, okay, nice. That is going to be a dirty 20.
That hits. Yeah, he looks like he's
Alrighty.
like raising his club up for another swing, and then you can just do a wide swipe across his chest as he's left himself entirely exposed.
All right, let's drop a smite on top of that. So here comes sword damage. That's 5 slashing damage and 4 radiant damage.
Okay.
So 9 total.
Sounds good.
And that'll be my turn.
And you hear him.
Back at it again.
You hear him cry out fiercely and giant, and Gwen, you hear him just say, "Oh!" As it just sounds more threatening in a different voice, in a different language. So then next up is the ogre, and he does not like that you have just slashed him across the tummy, so he's going to swing out against you.
Hit me. Hit me.
He does not. That is going to be a 9 to hit. So
Nope.
he just swings, and you pretty easily duck out of the way. So then next up is going to be Gwen.
All right.
You got 3 dogs on you, and Caelum standing right next to you.
Okay, good. I'm going to attack the one who is closest to Caelum first. I'm going to attempt. And I am going to reckless attack,
Okay.
I guess. Because why not? What could go wrong? Stop grabbing that dice. Ah. But I love it so much. Okay. That's a... Sorry, it's on a different page. Plus 4. That's a 17.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. And then 1d8 plus
Ooh.
4. So, ooh, shit, that's a 20. Or, I'm sorry, it's a 10. 10 to 10 to 10 to 10 to 10.
All right. So, yeah, this wolf goes to just bite out at you. And as it does, you bring your axe down after kind of motioning towards it, like, come on, bite me, I'm so small and delicious. So you tricked it into leaping out at you, and when you did, you actually managed to rend this wolf in half, and it just kind of like spews off to the side as your damage has killed it.
Oh!
You have slain a dog or a wolf.
And when I do that, I go, oh, shit. And I look up at the guy. See? This is what happens! Call your dogs off!
Okay.
And I'm going to attack the other one
Okay.
with my offhand.
Do it.
Do it. Oh, shit. That's a 23.
That hits.
You can stay out. All right. And that's 1d6 plus 4. Ooh, that's 9 damage.
Woo! That one looks very, very hurt.
Yeah.
He is not having a good day.
Yeah.
That is for sure.
Ugh.
So it is his turn, and the other
Yeah.
wolf that has just seen you kill one of his friends and then grievously injure the other. So he's going to do a bite against you and get a 20 on his to hit. Not a natural, mind you, modified.
Yeah.
The dirtiest of 20s. Holy shit. And he is going to do max damage for 10 points of piercing damage.
So 5.
So, yeah, reduce down to 5 and make a strength saving throw.
A strength saving throw. I can do that. You can. Don't mess
With bless.
with. Oh, I got a 1. However, I am lucky. So
It's
when I
true.
make a 1 on my saving throw with my racial trait, I can re-roll it. But I have to take the one that I rolled. Because why would I take the 1? I don't understand that rule. But that's a strength saving throw.
Yep.
That's a 15.
Okay. So you are not tripped as this creature
Sweet.
attempts to trip you. However, it is now time for the injured wolf, and he is going to retaliate against you as you have aggressed upon him for a 17.
17 hits.
Okay. So he is then going to deal 7 points of piercing damage as he bites out against you, and then reduce that down to 3?
4.
4.
4. Round up, right?
Yes. So yeah, you take that damage and then make another strength save as it continuously tries to trip you, or this new one tries to trip you.
Which double check if you have advantage. Thank you for that.
From
While
your
raging.
from your rage.
Oh, I don't think I have advantage on that. But I
You
got
get
it.
advantage on strength checks, but maybe not saving throws.
Okay.
I got a 19 anyways.
Okay, yeah, you are fine.
I just grit my teeth and I take them one arm at a time and I'm like, come on!
Oh yeah, they're biting onto your biceps. It looks rad as hell. Just lifting these
someone should
wolves
paint
up.
me like this.
All right, so then the next up is going to be Blake.
Let Curse of the Marked
Okay.
on the giant, on the ogre. First off, dirt. Okay. So dirty 20 plus 7, so 27 to hit.
Whew, that hits.
Double right dice, and that's a D10 that I need to roll. Sorry, I should have had these out earlier. Okay, so that's going to be 5 plus 8 points of piercing damage
Woo!
and 6 points of fire damage.
Dang. And you're like, okay, and adjust for the angle. Kind of do that thing where, like, you lick your finger, feel the wind on it, and then change the position of your crossbow. And you look like you dealt a sizable amount of damage to him. He is very upset. And when, Gwen, you took down one of his wolves, you just heard him yell out, "Bitey, no!" So then next up is Caelum.
Okay. Ow. Guess I'm just gonna take a spear into that wolf that Gwen hit earlier.
Yeah.
Hope for the best. This is a bonus action, by the way. Nope. I need to get more bonus action spells. Anyway. Wait, what? No. There it is. Sorry. 19?
Okay. So your 19 totally hits.
Hey, max dam. 7 damage.
All right.
Piercing.
Yeah, so much in the same way that you did your tuck and roll when you were fighting against Farron, when you were fighting against the bandit that you guys had stopped in the Zesty Anchor almost a week ago now, you just kind of bring yourself down and feeling more sure of yourself, bring your spear out and just drop this wolf. As it was already very fair off, but you brought your spear to the side, so you just kind of got it through, like, from the top of the collarbone and just in. And it was one very quick movement. So he's gone.
I'm gonna use the rest of my action and try to pry the wolf off of Gwen.
Okay. Sounds good. So, Cori, it is your turn, and it is you standing in front of this ogre.
Okay. I have an idea. I'm going to bonus action use Thunderous Smite. And I would like to hold my attack to until after he's had his turn.
Okay. So like after he goes, then you want to go?
Yep.
Okay, sounds good.
Essentially.
So it is actually going to be his turn. So he is going to try and do the thing that he has done consecutively, but this time he kind of like moves to the side of you, so that way it's not just you standing in front of him, it's him off to the side, so that way you guys are on slightly uneven footing. And he is going to get a modified 20 to hit.
It'll hit.
For 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
It's fine.
All right, so next up is Gwen. Or wait, no, next up is your attack.
I get to have my attack out. Oh, shoot. Bad idea. Yeah. Well, actually, no, because of the bless. I'm still blessed, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Still. A 10's probably not going to hit, huh?
No, a 10 just misses. And so, yeah, you go to swing out with your sword. And now that he's kind of set you on an off kilter,
that's fine.
On the ground, yeah. You just aren't able to find purchase on that guy. So next up is going to be Gwen.
Did the wolves go before me?
No, you have gone before the wolves every turn, and there's currently only one wolf left.
All right.
The last bitey.
I don't want to kill all of his friends, but I am raging, so I wouldn't have, mind. All right, let's attack this mofo. All right,
Sure.
I'm going to attack.
Okay.
I'm going to reckless attack. It's
Okay.
reckless. Not like they're hitting me anyways. Okay, that's a 21.
21 hits.
21. And I'm going to do... Oh, that's not... 7 damage.
Okay. Yeah, so...
And then I'm going to...
It lets out a yelp as you just slam your axe into it.
Okay, I'm going to... say to it in giant, get out of here! Go! Get out now! And then I'm going to throw my hand axe at the ogre.
Okay.
I'm going to use my blessing! It's probably not going to hit, but... Nope, that's 11!
Nope. Or actually, no, an 11 just hits the ogre.
Sweet. Alright.
Blessed.
Ooh, max damage,
Oh, shit.
which is 10
Dang.
for the hand axe.
That's pretty good.
Thanks.
That's pretty good for
This
just...
is my job.
And then this wolf is going to... let's see. Yeah, he is just going to continuously try and bite out against you.
That's fine. He's dumb.
Yes, he's not a very intelligent creature, sadly.
I just love when you look down because all you can see is your cat face.
It's so great. For you audiocast listeners, there's a reason to watch the VODs. Just saying. So yeah, he is going to bite out against you, and he'll have advantage.
Do it.
So he is going to get a modified 20 to hit.
That hits.
And he will deal 9 points of piercing damage, so you take 4.
Rounding up.
Yeah.
I think it's round down.
I'm gonna say, let's just say round down. I know
Okay.
we already said let's round up earlier, but honestly it makes more sense to round down because of how the stats
Right.
work.
I'm not going to complain.
Yeah.
All right. I'm still looking fine.
Okay.
I mean,
Sounds good. So next up is going to be Blake.
So there's just the ogre and one of the wolves.
Yeah. Ogre, one wolf, and that wolf is just it seems to just be trying to fight to its last leg.
Cyber cannot attack a wolf. So use that against me how you will. I'm going to the ogre.
Okay.
That's gonna be a nat 20.
Oh!
Actually, that's actually a nat 24. But
Okay.
well, it's a 20 in the blessed die.
Yeah.
But
Less.
cool. Double all the dice, right?
Yep.
Right. So
That's double your double blood dice.
okay. So I did roll 1 on one of those, but because of my Pact of the Fiend, I'm going to re-roll that.
Nice.
Okay, that did not land in the tray, but it was a 1 again, so can't re-roll that. Oof.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so that's gonna. I rolled in that 1, so 4 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and then 5 points of fire damage.
Oof. All right, sounds good. Yeah,
That's gonna be it.
Your guys' Halloween episode is just wolves. That's it. Justin, you called it. So then next up is Caelum.
Crap baskets. People look hurt, don't they?
They do, but there's Gwen seems hurt, but seems very fine, like totally okay with the situation at hand. Blake looks fine. He's just been standing in the back, just taking shots round after round. And then Cori's actually been getting kind of beaten up by this ogre.
Just raises a finger, disappears into a puff of feathers, and appears next to her.
Okay. Wearing your hoplite.
Wear my hoplite armor. Just puts 2 hands on her shoulders, casting Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Nice.
Ooh.
This too shall pass. Or hi. Oh, snap-a-doo. Sorry, that's 4... Wait, is that plus spellcasting ability? Yeah. Shit, that's actually really dope. Hey, 19.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's a cure
That's
wound.
exactly what I need.
Cure Wounds 2.
Points. Nice.
That's really good.
That's a D8 plus my spellcasting modifier.
All right.
Yeah.
So it is this creature's turn, and he looks at Cori, looks at you, and then cries out in giant again, "No magic tricksies!" And he goes to try and swipe out against Caelum this time, as you look the most threatening between the two of you. And he is going to only get an 11 to try and hit you, so he's not going to do that well at all.
Thank you, sir. Can I have another?
Or wait. Balls. I skipped Cori.
Oh, shoot.
Yes, I skipped
Yeah,
you.
I was just letting that
So go.
happen.
Yep.
I was like, yeah, no, this makes sense.
My bad.
It's because I held my action last time. It's probably a good idea for me to hold my action again anyhow, so I'm doing that. Crap baskets. I rolled a 3 on the die. I know it doesn't hit, so
Yeah.
never mind. It's
Your
fine.
sword still does have its energy charge on it, and he hasn't actually landed any hits against you to make you possibly lose that concentration, so you're actually looking pretty good, especially now that Caelum just showed up. So then that was his turn. Next up is going to be Gwen. You have one wolf. There is one wolf who is still looking very injured next to you, and then there is the ogre that is fighting relentlessly against your friends.
Okie dokie. I'm going to attack the wolf next to me recklessly because why not?
Okay.
Oh, wait. I keep grabbing for you. I don't want you. Not tonight. Ooh.
That's my
Oh my gosh. I got 2 natural 20s.
Holy shit.
Ha! Which sucks because this guy only has 3 HP.
Yeah.
So I can't not kill him, but I destroy this wolf.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll it, cause.
Do it.
But how much do you hurt Cyber's soul?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can quantify that with dice rolls.
It hurts me too. I actually only did 8 damage,
5.
so sorry. I take it that takes it down.
Yeah. No.
All right.
And as you strike out against him, even though you didn't have a thunderous smite or any other thing, the rest of you still hear what sounds just like a thunderclap leaving from Gwen's axe as you actually sink it through this wolf. And you
Nice.
hear it too, and it just seems to come from your rage within, almost like your ancestor has lent his hand in being a fighter.
And then I'm going to yell in Giant, by the power of Grayskull, I shall vanquish you! And I'm going to run at the guy. I'm going to pull my axe out and run at the guy and try to tackle him.
Make a strength check. Or actually, you can't grapple large-sized creatures.
I just want to climb him.
Yeah. Roll for a grapple check then, which would be a strength check.
Which would be a strength check.
Yes, this would be a athletics.
Okay, so that doesn't matter anyways. All right. Come on. Well, it's a 14.
All right, 14 hits.
All
Or
right.
14 should be good enough. Yeah, it's good.
All right. So I run at him past my friends, like bound off the ground, and like he's wearing a loincloth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab him. I'm gonna jump up and grab him by the tusk
Okay.
if I can.
Yeah. You are currently straddled onto him, and you have just one hand around this tusk, and like you can feel that there's a lot of drool that's just sort of spilling from his mouth, and you can see that his nose is just flaring up as he just keeps repeating, "Bread, bread. Where's Bitey? Need the bread.
You want bread?
So hungry."
All right. I'm gonna pull out the bread from my back and shove it in his face.
Okay. So you shove
I would like
bread.
to do a improvised weapon.
Okay.
I don't know if I can do that.
Oh, you can. That's
Okay.
improvised. I'll let this happen.
Okay. I don't know how
This
to
is
do that,
aggressively bread facing. So this is improvised weapons are 1d4, and in this case it's going to be plus your strength because you're kind of using it like a club.
but- Okay. Should I roll for an attack?
Yes.
Okay. Plus my strength and proficient? No, I'm not proficient in it, so it just puts my strength.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a 7.
Okay. A 7 to hit.
D4.
Oh, that's true. I do get a D4. Do I
I
always
really want
get
this to
that?
happen.
I don't think I can do it. No, that's a 9.
Okay. Yeah. So you hit him in the face with bread while hanging on to him, and he just and he wants nothing to do with that.
As I do it, I'm just gonna say, "This is not how you get food."
Okay. So
But I'm raging, so
So then next up is Blake. And Blake, you currently see that Gwen is like hanging on the front side of this ogre. Luckily, his side is turned to you. So there's nobody on his direct personage that would be getting in the way of your bolts.
So I still can't hit.
Yeah, you still can hit.
That's great. I'm going to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to try to do that. 14?
Okay, 14 hits.
Oh, well, I actually didn't use my blessed die. That is not what I need. Why am I grabbing that? I clearly have all of my stuff together. 12 points of piercing, 3 points of fire.
Woo. Okay. How does this last shot look to the audience?
I just see like Gwen aggressively shoving a baguette into this dude's face.
Okay.
And I assume that he sees like a weird, confused expression on her face. I'm just like, well, that's weird. And then just like stabs him through the side in a very bad squishy place.
Okay, so it's like he is raising his club up, kind of to like deal with this aggressor that he currently has on his face. And when he brings himself up and twists, it's you hit the spot on him that is right underneath the rib cage, so it just juts up into his belly, and you just see like blood now like start coming from his mouth, as you seem to have ruptured something very important inside of him. And so, Gwen, you just get covered in this ogre's blood while hanging off of his tusk. And he begins to fall forward. So, or actually, because he's on a slope, he begins to fall off to the side. So, Gwen, make a dexterity save as you fall to the ground.
I got this. I'm still blessed, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would Gwen get danger sense because of this?
Yes, because you can see this approaching. If you get that at this level, I think that's level 2.
Yeah, I do. That you can see with not being blind. Yeah. Look at you, knowing my stuff better than me. I just read that and I read it wrong. So
as you're falling, the Metal Gear Solid sound starts to play. Just like, oh.
I got a dex save, so I got a 17.
Okay, yeah, 17 is just fine. So as this thing's falling over, you just sort of hop off and do a tuck and roll through the dirt. So you're just covered in dirt and blood at this point, but you have just ridden this ogre down to the ground. And you can see, looking back at the cart, Blake is just standing there with his crossbow out, and you can see the red flare on the front of a yellow flare that is on the front of his crossbow. And you can just see Parnell peeking out from the back from behind the passenger board on the cart. Is it over?
I'll just like turn and stare at him, the yellow flame still like reflecting in my eyes and my face.
And you see him just like slink back underneath that back portion of the cart, just sort of cowering away from Blake's look, still kind of suffering some psychological effects from the nat 1 to a fear roll that he made earlier this day. So I would like...
It's one day.
Yep. It's been a long day for you guys. So, Cori, Gwen, and Caelum, I would like for you guys to make perception checks. Gwen, you are going to be making yours with disadvantage because you're still raging.
20.
6.
Okay. So we have 26. And then, Danae, what'd you get?
18.
18. So the 18 and the 20, leave it to the elves. As you guys are existing in the aftermath of this battle, you look down at the pouch that the ogre had on its side, and you actually see kind of movement inside, just sort of like this, what almost looks to be like a squirming on the inside of this bag, and you can hear quiet little yips and a small whimper.
I'm gonna take my spear and like flip if there's like a lip or something.
Okay. Yeah, so you open up the lid to this bag, and you can just see tucked back from behind what looks to be almost like the back haunch of a goat that has just been shoved into a bag. This very small puppy, and it looks like a little wolf puppy.
Oh no! This puppy's ours now.
It's like a little wolf pup.
Yeah, it looks like a little wolf pup.
Fuck!
No.
And you can
I
see
have
that
words for you later, Steven.
Okay. And you can see that it looked like there was also like a jar of honey inside of this bag that as the ogre fell, the honey sort of like broke open. So this wolf just has like a bunch of matted fur on its little puppy pelt.
Oh.
Bye, Parnell. We have a new thing to dote over.
This warrants a what the fuck indoor.
No, he gave us a puppy.
I make you kill its parents, but then you guys get a friend.
This puppy is Batman.
Does that make us the Joker?
Yes.
I guess.
Yeah, but like
It's like
Stockholm
Parnell.
Syndrome Joker, it's fine.
Coriander's gonna pick up that puppy and get honey all over her hands.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Just like shove Caelum's spear aside and just pick it up like,
Make an
"Oh,
animal handling check."
no!" An animal handling check?
Yes.
We're still blessed, right?
Oh yeah. You guys are blessed.
Okay, good. Don't bite me. Dadgummit.
They're adorable when they bite, though.
I cannot roll over a 5 tonight. This is ridiculous.
So yeah, as you
Yeah, so that's just a 5.
Yeah, so as you go to bring your hand in, you just hear it kind of whimpering, very scared and trying to jut more into the back of this bag. And it just doesn't seem to really enjoy it. So when you pull this puppy out, it's like squiggling and kind of trying to worm its way out of your grasp.
Okay.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals, and
That's the
try
worst
to-
idea.
Where's my mommy?
I'm going to just cast Speak with Animals, and I'm going to like just comfort the poor little puppy.
Okay. Yeah, so the feeling that you are currently getting from this puppy is it is not capable of forming words. Is just kind of scared. Very, very scared. It doesn't really know what's going on. It's just scared and confused. And there is a lot of worry coming from this pup as well.
All right, I empty out the bag, and I'll put the puppy back in the bag. And I'm gonna leave it there for now.
Okay. So you just put the dog back into the bag. Okay.
Yes. Well, it was doing fine in there before, so.
No,
What'd you find? Ugh.
it's a pup.
A pup? Like a wolf pup?
Oh, yes.
Shit.
Fuck.
Yep.
It's shit.
Wait. How to train your wolf pup.
I'm gonna go
can't
over
keep a
to
wolf
the
pup.
bag.
You can keep a wolf pup if we
Not
try.
going to survive without its parents.
Can I see how old it is?
Yeah, you can see that it looks like it's past the stage where it can only drink milk. Like it seems to kind of it seems to have been nibbling on this goat haunch that was shoved into the bag with it.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it just looks very young. It has like kind of floppy puppy ears, but it still has a little bit of chonk on him.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go into my bag and grab out some bread that I didn't shove in his face because I got 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to, I guess, do what we did back in the day when we were training wolf pups for the tribe. And I'm going to kind of put the bag on its side so that he has the opportunity to leave it. And I'm going to put a piece of bread next to me, and I'm going to sit facing away from the puppy. Not away, but like to the side. So I'm not like imposing on him. I'm just sitting there. I'm available.
Make an animal handling check with advantage.
Yeah. LB
Cori
actually knows a lot about
hovers.
puppies. Don't fuck me. Bless.
Bless
Oh,
counts in this instance.
That's a 22.
All right, so you sit there for a little bit, and Blake, you kind of walk up to the rest of your group and we're just like keeping the carriage going forward. And when you finally arrive, you see that Gwen, who's just covered in blood and dirt, has a piece of bread on the ground next to them, and there seems to be a very small wolf puppy kind of nibbling on this bread, nibbling happily on the bread next to them. And then at a point goes over and actually starts licking the side of Gwen's face. which you're not sure if it's partially affection or drinking the blood of the ogre that's currently on you.
I can respect one of those. We all know which one. Are we seriously about to do this?
Well, animals can be actually incredibly good for you.
Yeah, but whenever you get into as many fights as we do, they're likely to end up dead.
Well, this big guy, he seemed like he got in some fights, and you just shoved him in a bag. You guys might be able to shove him in a bag, or if you got a cart or something, you could probably just teach him to hide when it gets scary.
We don't have a cart.
Well, I have some debt to pay off, so if you guys are interested in buying a cart once we get to town, I would be more than willing to sell you a cart and a horse.
Oh yeah, with the money that you're paying us, right?
If you would like, that can be part of the payment. You would get less gold, but then you would have a horse and carriage.
The flames on the crossbow are just gonna flare up a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna just walk over, pat Blake on the arm. Easy, big guy. Just
I can I'm still good for the money.
just gonna lead him away.
I don't understand why he always gets so mad.
And he just kind of like pops him away. So, Cori, you are currently next to Gwen, who has this wolf pup lapping at the side of your face, and then Blake is just
Seething.
fuming
Yep.
from having interacted with Parnell.
I mean, Cori will probably notice that and go pat Blake on the shoulder.
Oh,
Just kind of like comforting. Like he doesn't, it's like, she's just, it's like, it's okay. We're here. No worries. No need to be anger. But she doesn't say anything because obviously there'd be no reason to say anything.
Douse the flames.
Is it a boy or a girl?
D2.
It is a girl wolf.
You know we have to name her.
We're keeping her.
Yes.
She's gonna have to be named Honey. You know that, right?
Nope.
Yes!
She's not a. She might be a bitch, but she is not a bitch. Her name is Cybra.
Stop.
What is her name?
Cybra. It means blood drinker.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry, what did you name it?
Cybra,
How do you
I love it.
How do you
aka
spell this?
blood drinker.
How do you spell this?
CY
B
BRA.
Cyber A. Blood drinker.
I fucking love it.
Happy Halloween, Cyber Wolf. You got a Cyber Wolf.
How do we react in the chat?
So I'm gonna pick her up, and once she's comfortable with me, and I'm gonna walk her back to the cart, and I'm gonna give her some of my rations
Okay.
Speaking
and
of
start trying to clean her.
big guys, I'm gonna go
And
down to
myself.
the ogre and pat him down.
Okay. Yeah, so he looks like he really didn't have that much on him. You see, kind of looking into his bag, that he had a few javelins that were tucked away in the back. He has about three. He had 3 of them. And then also kind of looking around, you do find this like half leg haunch, presumably from a goat, a jar of smashed honey. And then you also find what looks to just be a wooden ball. And this wooden ball seems to have little teeth marks in it.
Oh no! I take that.
Okay.
And I'll take a javelin and I'll stick it in the gap between like my shield and forearm
Okay.
and hold it there.
Sure.
And I'll walk back.
All right, well, we can just keep going. looks like you guys dealt with pretty much everything here.
Well, no, Prescott always had a morbid sense of humor.
Should we move the things off the road?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
should we? I mean, I feel like it's in poor taste, but you do need. I mean, you could sell some pelts if you. I'm just saying, they're already dead.
How far are we away?
Well, we're about a day and a half.
It's not
Yeah,
bad.
it'll last that long. You can get it to a tanner.
If you guys give me some time, I could probably try and purify food and drink them.
Blake's gonna start going to town skinning them.
Okay.
Oh, okay, there he goes. He's just going for it. Cool.
Whoa, look at him go! Blake's just stabbing.
Be a little bit ragey.
Okay.
Hand over the puppy's eyes.
We're in the back of the cart.
And he's-
I isolated
And
the
you
puppy.
just see this little puppy tongue like poking out from underneath as it's just licking your palm.
Oh.
So make a dexterity check. Do you have leather workers tools proficiency, Blake?
I do not.
Okay, so this is just going to be a dexterity check.
I'm still blessed.
Yes.
It's saving throws, not skill checks.
Actually,
Oh. Good to know.
what is your wisdom or what is your survival?
my survival is +2. My dexterity is +3.
Okay, never mind.
So that's going to be a 19.
Okay, yeah. So we'll say over the course of the next while for this trip, you are just removing a lot of the skin and fur from these wolf bodies, and the entire time you're like, please don't look, baby wolf. This is fine. Cybra, you don't need to see this. But yeah, you guys clear off the road and make your way.
Abaddon!
And it takes you the better part of the evening, just kind of making your way along. But you end up coming to camp for the evening, and Parnell says that if we keep a good pace, we'll probably be able to make it all the way to Silt Creek tomorrow. Because we've been hauling ass. This is great. Made my
Would you
horse.
say you would? How long would you say? Would it be like within a 2-hour interval, or like?
Oh no, we'll get there. We'll get there close to dusk.
Oh, okay. I'll save it then.
One day more.
Just one more day, and then I can start up my bakery. I want to be awesome like those guys that we met on the road earlier today. They seem really nice.
Aspirations, bud. Aspirations.
We can all have dreams.
You could say his wife was smoking hot. Haha. She was also attractive.
What do you mean?
Maybe that's what I need. I need
Smoking hot wife?
I need a fire lady to help make bread with me. So,
Cori, can you do that?
if you guys know anyone who'd be interested in making some coin and possibly interested in this handsome face, then
Cori, she was like you, right? Like, could you do that fire kiss thing?
That's a little racist.
Oh, I don't think so. Well, technically, I probably could do something like that. But I'd have to use my sword.
But
I kiss people with my sword all the time.
you don't have a sword.
Oh, that's true.
I've been told a kiss with a sword is better than none.
hey,
Some people say that a kiss with a fist.
I've heard the mummers say.
Something, Florence and the Machine.
Something,
All right,
something.
well, do you guys want to do watches the same that we did last time? I can be with Gwen, and then we'll wake up Cori, or no, you don't want to be on watch with me? That's okay. Hey, Caelum, you seem like you're really chatty, and you've been really nice to me this whole trip. Would you possibly want to go on watch, or you know?
RJ wants to say no, but Caelum is a good boy and nods his head yes.
Okay. Well, Excellent. We'll take first watch because I know you gotta sleep. Unlike Cori.
It's weird.
Yeah, it is. You know what? I'm not gonna ask. You guys have been great. You saved me from being eaten by wolves earlier today. This has been a good trip, I would say. All in all, like net positive.
Okay, so moral quandary. You murder a child's parents and take the child in and raise him as your own. And that's where it trails off.
And that is where we are going to go to our first break of the evening. So I wanted to say thank you all to these wonderful players for coming out on this Halloween special where you've gotten yourself a little spooky wolf. Oh, she's so cute. And I can't wait to see you guys all when we come back from the break. So we're gonna try and be back in 5 to 10 minutes. So grab a drink, grab a friend, grab a food. Bring it all on back, and then we will pick up where we left off. So until then, we will see you guys later. All right, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, all you wonderful people. We came back so suddenly. I bet you thought it was a ghost. Oh.
We're live.
Yay!
Come on, wings.
That was
Oh my
water.
Hi.
That was not water.
Look,
Oh, damn.
we all got to get into our spooky forms somewhere or the other. So, welcome to Spooktown! So, you guys are going through your long rest, and currently it is Caelum and Parnell that are on watch next to each other. And they are just having a long conversation that started off with whether or not if you killed somebody's family and then stole an orphan away to raise them as your own, how would you feel about that? Or like, what were your take on it?
Would also the orphan come back and take revenge upon you, given the orphan found out that you murdered his parents or her parents? Not to say that gender discrimination has anything to do with it.
And that is around the time that your guys' watch actually comes to a close. You seem to have been going around in rhetoricized circles for the last 4 hours or so. And it's around that time that you see Cori actually wake up from her meditation, getting ready to take the next watch. So you guys go peacefully into your slumber. Caelum, make a intelligence check as the stone giant attempts to teach you more things.
Natural 20.
All right, so he was not very. He didn't show you a lot of new things, but you ended up getting 2 more marks.
It was a review day.
It was one of those like teacher came in feeling kind of hungover. Just leave him by.
Study hall.
Yep. We're watching Planet Earth. Like, that's it.
Again?
So yeah, he is your sleep goes by pretty uneventfully, and so you guys actually wake up the next day.
Oh.
Without
By the
much
way,
issue.
indoor, something weird with the stream. I'm clipping into your video.
Oh, I see. Haha. That is a thing.
Let me reach over and punch you.
Kwa-chow.
Ow.
Transition. There. That is fixed. We are professionals here and make professional level mistakes. So you guys wake up the next day. It's pretty early still. And Cybra comes up to you, Gwen, and just kind of looks at you expectantly for more food.
I give it to her.
Yeah. So yeah, you were just feeding Cybra, and you guys are spending the majority of your day going through the countryside, and you can see that the surrounding area has actually changed quite a bit for this season, as the majority of trees that you can see off in the distance are no longer that deep luscious green that deciduous trees have earlier on in the year. They seem to have all begin to turn and change their color to more orange and reddish. kind of color. And the grass that you see is more dying out. You can see that it's, again, less lush, and it is more just this kind of hay-colored grass, hay-colored seagrass that's along that's off to the west. But as you guys continue onward inland, that begins to change into more what looks to be farmland. And it takes you the better part of the day towards where it is now around, it's around 7 o'clock at night. But you guys can finally see coming over a large hill that there is a town. And this town looks a little bit larger than Dawngrass in terms of size. But there are a bunch of lanterns that have been strung up, and people are just out and about, and they seem to be flocking this general area. And as you approach, I would like for you all to make perception checks.
Ten.
Okay.
15.
8, 15, and then what'd you get?
14.
14. All right, so the 10 and the 14 notice as you guys are making your way that a lot of these villagers actually have what look to be mache masks, just kind of like paper mache masks on front of their faces. But you see that there are, it looks like a funny characterization of a human that's kind of like rosy cheeks with a little blep mouth going. You see that there are other people that look like a very stylized, characterized goblin. There are children that are just running all around, and they all have little imp masks. It's either an imp, a cat, or a bat, or some other familiar. But these kids are all just running around, and when Parnell sees these kids running around with imp masks, he just says, "I think I'm gonna like this place. I think I'm gonna like this place a lot."
My crossbow is like right next to me. Like I am ready. I am not feeling great about people with masks after episode 1 of this.
What the hell is going on?
Yep.
And Parnell's kind of looking around, just, "I have absolutely no idea. Excuse me, you there?" And he points to a dude who's wearing this kind of human mask. Like you can see that he is a human underneath, but the face has, again, just these puffed cheeks and this little tongue that's just kind of blepping out. Just, and he just wears it and just, "Yes, can I help you?" Yeah, we're looking to stable the horse. I'm planning on staying for a while. Is there a place that I can actually like put my carriage? "Oh yes, right over there." And just this masked figure kind of points you over towards the outskirts of town, towards the north.
Why are you wearing a mask, sir?
Oh, it's simple, really.
Is it?
It's Hollantide.
Hollantide.
Yes.
Is
We
that
haven't had one in several years and decided that, well, the crop was good this year. Why not celebrate?
Excuse me, sir. I'm not familiar with your plane. What is this Hollantide?
Well, many years ago,
Hours later.
there was, well, they say that there were crossings all across the globe, and every which way there was a tear from one plane to the other, and if you say that you aren't from this plane, maybe you're a product of such machinations. Make a history check.
The most popular number that I've rolled tonight, which is a 3.
Okay, yeah, you have.
Yeah, that's a 3.
Yeah, you have no idea what this guy's talking about. But that was when the spirits of our loved ones came back, but also dangerous spirits. So we put on these masks to help brighten the afterlife of all of our friendly spirits and to scare away the scary spirits. It's
I mean, I'm down for scaring away scary
merely
spirits.
a formality. Merely a formality, I assure you. And it is just this emotionless face. He has not removed his cardboard mask, but he seems to be emoting a lot to really try and get into it.
Blake just looks concerned about everything that's happening.
Coriander is confused. I
Gwen
mean,
gets it.
wouldn't your ancestors not be able to recognize you if you wore masks?
Again, it's not about them recognizing us. Some believe that you lose all your memories when you die. It's simply about making them happy. Regardless of if they're good. Well, especially if they're good. If they're not good, we try and scare them. Spooky.
I see.
And who better to scare them than the King of Hollantide?
Who's
Tell me
that?
of this King of Hollowtide.
Do you
I wished-
like tests of strength?
Yes.
Do
Yes.
you like contest?
Yes!
Do you like eating lots and lots of food very quickly?
God, yes!
This sounds like you love Hollantide and you didn't even know it. Yeah. We shall escort your friend all the way to the carousel and then we will get you set up. The first of these contests is actually going to be held rather soon.
No, fuck that guy. Let's do this now.
Parnell, pay up.
He just like brings his hands up to him. Just okay, sure, just a second. And he starts rooting around in the back, and he does present to you all the remainder of the money that you were owed.
Which was how much?
You guys had received 15, so you were owed 35 gold pieces each.
Thank you.
Now, if you did want this cart and the horse, I'm just saying, I'm looking to sell, you guys are looking to buy, maybe we could strike a, you know what, that's okay, I'm just gonna go over here.
No, I was just gonna say, like, no business talk from now on. You can chill with us as long as you don't steal anything.
Oh, I don't
and
steal
I'll pay
things.
for your beers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you see Parnell taking his horse and cart off, having paid you guys. So you guys have now completed your first escort mission. And honestly, with people like Parnell, hopefully your last.
And that was 35 gold, right?
Yes, you guys got an additional 35 gold.
A piece.
I'm
All right.
fucking rolling.
Nice, nice, nice.
Well,
Do we want to start setting up some like party funds?
what
Tapping.
better place to have party funds than on Hollowtide?
Yeah. First round's on me, bitches.
We'll discuss it later.
All right.
Now, what we can do, as he's walking you guys through the city streets, and you can just see that there are a bunch of other masked individuals as well. And there's one guy who's wearing a mask that just has this annoyingly perfect chiseled chin, with this giant white smile, high eyebrows that seem like he's looking down upon you, but also like perfectly coiffed Superman hair on top.
Dawn?
And you see that there is a man, like it's a humanoid as well, who also just has this burly figure, and he's just sort of strutting around the town. And you can see that there are other kids kind of like running circles around him in a way, and he looks at them, but he doesn't seem to be able to keep up directly with his visuals. But as you go through the streets, you guys see that people have set out little tables and are selling baked goods. They are selling, you can actually purchase a paper mache mask if you would like, and the man who is directing you, who says that his name is Maxwell, from underneath this mask, highly suggests that you each buy one, as it is part of the festival. So if you plan on staying here for the evening, just to participate in festivities, and they're only 5 copper a piece. They really are not the most expensive things.
All right, I'll get that for everybody.
Okay. So, Cori, what masks are you buying for your friends? There is a human mask. There is a imp mask. There is a cat mask. There is a bat mask.
Is there a skull mask?
There is not. But you do see what looks to be a large ogre mask, as well as other masks of like you see one that is of a giant, and it has the price tag of 1 gold piece, as this paper mache mask looks like Gwen might be able to like Mr. Potato Head herself through it. Like, it is a very, very large mask. You see one of them also looks to just be like the front side of a turnip that has a face carved into it.
Ooh. Everybody pick their own mask. I'm just
Caelum
putting
grabs the turnip mask.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a wolf mask?
Is there any of them that is gonna like fit me? Or are these all like human-sized masks?
These look like humanoid-sized masks.
All
so
right.
you
I'll
could
just go around and say my face is a mask.
It's a really good prosthetic. Yeah.
I think Coriander will take a cat.
Okay. And it is just a black cat mask.
There
With holes in the eyes for you to see through. But otherwise, they look like they're yellowed. Like you would be the perfect kind of spooky cat. All right, so yes, this way. And the man behind this human mask says, "All right, so you are interested in contests of strength. Is that correct? Yes.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
All right.
Me.
We're going to need you to each sign up, and you said something about drinks. Now, here at Hollantide, what you can do is that you can either pay 2 silver per drink, or if you put down a gold piece, you can get a blue band on your wrist. It allows you to sample as many beers as you want from our cellars.
I have a whole gold piece.
Slowly comes into frame.
And then I grab 3 more, and I'm like, yes, that.
I am not the man that you buy these from. I can take you to the drink tent. That is no
We
problem.
can do that first, or
Yes.
strength thing first?
Well, I've always found that a little bit of beer goes a long way when trying to feel strong.
Yes.
And he leads you guys over, and you see that there is just this large tent set up, and you can see that there's a woman wearing a cat mask who accepts your guys' money. So you all have drink passes that just seem to be these little. It's like blue thread that is just wrapped around your wrist. If you would like one, Caelum shook his head no.
Oh, he's getting one anyways.
Oh.
Wait, are you getting drinks for everybody?
Yes.
All right. Well, okay then.
And then I'm gonna say I'm buying one for a tiefling gentleman who is gray with stubby little horns. His name is Parnell. Can you hold one for him?
Yeah, I think I can do that.
You
You're
hear
the best.
coming through this cat mask.
All right.
So you guys can have as many beers as you would like during this event. So what I would like for everyone who is participating in the feat of strength to make we're gonna say an athletics check. And when you see this is actually there are 2 feats of strength. There is one that is swinging a mallet down over your head to try and hit a ringer up towards a bell. And the other is just a very, very large round of wood that you see people just like grabbing on both sides and just picking up and then dropping it. And people are kind of judging to see how, like, if you can hold it over your head or if you can just get it like waist high, kind of seeing how big of a round of wood that you can actually lift.
Can my feat of strength be holding the wolf pup?
Yes. Make an animal handling check.
No.
Oh shit.
Okay, cool. 17.
Okay. So, yeah, with your 17, the wolf pup is very much just kind of like nestled in against you, and it seems to be sleeping. And you've kind of like fashioned this front pouch
Out of my
over it.
cape.
Yeah, out of your cape, you've kind of fashioned this like this little baby Bjorn thing, like this papoose to kind of like tuck the wolf into. So yeah, you are not only are you DD, but you are also like operating as the primary care provider right now. So Gwen, what
With
was
the turnip head.
your strength check?
Strength or acrobatic?
This is going to be athletics for.
That was an 18.
Okay.
It'll be the same anyway. I don't know why I asked.
Sounds good.
Athletics check. 19.
Okay. Yeah, so Cori's
Athletics?
goes up. Yeah, athletics. So Cori's goes up just a little bit higher.
17.
Okay. Yeah, so it looks like Cori is in first, and then Gwen, and then Blake. And you can see that there is one name that is written above yours, Cori. And that seems to be the number one spot, and that name is Gallovan.
Gallivan?
Yes.
Gallivan.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. That's a Wings. That's Wings saying that.
Okay.
Gallivan.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't make the connection. I have no idea what this is right now.
Okay. It's just very close to Gallivant, is all I'm saying.
This
Anyway.
is true. Yeah, this dude Gallovan seems to be, he got a 22, and he has just sort of been holding that up there. And then, are you guys going over to the other feat of strength?
Yes.
All right, so, yeah, you have the option to either lift up the heaviest round of wood that you can, or you can see how many wood blocks that you can cut in half. With an axe before the time is up to kind of judge how quickly you can actually get through all of this.
I have a question.
I hopefully have an answer.
So for like the wood lifting thing, is that more like deadlifting, like where technique and posture would possibly
Yes.
help with that, where like you could potentially use a dexterity modifier for your lifting?
Well, it's dexterity once you have attained the ability to lift it up. Then it's more of like maintaining your posture. If you were in the proper posture and then somebody set that round of wood in your hands, then it would probably be dexterity to kind of maintain your footing.
Cool.
Alrighty.
What's the hardest thing?
The hardest thing, you see that Gallovan has cut 5 blocks of wood in a very short amount of time.
I'm down.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
Chopping.
looks like he was able to cut all of these 5 blocks of wood down in about 30 seconds.
Easy. Is this like I'd be okay? If it's something where I'm going to attack, I would like to rage.
Yeah.
I do
So
it.
you line up. It is 10 of these wood blocks lined up in a row. So you go into your rage. Make 3 attack rolls. Because we won't
Okay.
have you go through the entirety of it. We'll just say for every 10 seconds, that's how successful you are in your general attacks. Because we all know that you're like one hand, two hand, one hand, two hand. Like you're just
Right.
making train on this.
Jeez. Okay, that's 2 17s.
Okay.
Oh, and a 9.
So you end up getting 7 of these wood blocks just completely cut before time runs out. And you can see everybody's eyes gets very wide and they are all clapping and cheering for you. And for taking the title spot, they give you a candied apple.
Woo!
Aw.
All right. Then Cori, which one would you like to do? The deadlift or the quick cut?
Let's do the deadlift.
Okay.
Just to shake things up. Coriander takes off her chain and throws it at Caelum.
Okay.
Sun's out, guns out.
I let the chain drop. I'm holding a puppy.
You have the puppy wrapped against
Not
your
so
chest.
great. 12.
Okay, yeah, so you go to lift up lift up this giant block of wood. And as you do, you can actually feel a spot hurt in your back that hasn't ever really hurt before. And you kind of let that block of wood go down. So you were able to, what roll did you get?
It was a 12.
Okay, so you were actually able to lift 240 pounds of just wood, but you see that once again the name on the top spot, Gallovan, has a 21.
Dag, bro, where is this Gallivan guy?
Are you asking that of the guy operating the machine?
Well, not like that, obviously.
Yeah.
Dag, bro, where is this Gallivan guy?
And the person operating this attraction actually looks to be a smaller, kind of sturdier looking woman, and she has what looks to be a dwarf mask on, and she just says, "Well, he has a really large chin. You can't really miss him."
Like with the mask or without the mask?
Both.
Nice. Is he human?
Yeah.
Oh.
Although there are some stories floating around that he, have you seen the way that he was able to lift that wood? Have you seen the way that he was able to outdrink anybody who came against him?
Well, yet.
In quarries of precision, he's second to none. He's really quite something.
Did you see what I did with that wood? I mean, come on.
No, that
None are
actually
better
was
than me.
incredibly impressive. Gallivan can suck it for all I'm aware.
Thank you. I do a high five.
She just kind of puts her hand out.
All right, bitches.
And then
You want to go drink?
yes, there is a drinking contest.
I'm gonna deadlift
Okay,
real quick.
Yeah.
do it.
Do it!
3.
Okay. So you go up
Three.
to what looks to be it's one of those like industrial sized boxes that you're supposed to be able to lift in any employment situation that they always reference but you never see. The up to 50 pounds box. And you go and pick it up, but you kind of just like fumble with your hands and it just falls to the ground. And they still cheer for you, and it's one of those like, you can go again.
Do it again, Blake.
Do it
Please.
again.
For the love of the gods, do it again.
You all want him to go again, right? And everyone's just
Lift with your legs.
Some dick in the back. Lift with your back.
Use your knees!
15.
Woo!
So 15.
Less embarrassing.
Better than me.
It's true. You actually do, like, you kind of, like, nobody really knows that you're doing this, but you put a lot of, you put a lot of force with your tail down, so you basically have, like, this tripod stance going, and you just manage to lift this hunk of wood up and then throw it off to the ground, and you let loose just this, like, rah! As you do it, and other people, like, his mask is brilliant. I don't know how he gets the mouth to move. And they are just clapping and cheering for you.
Woo!
And you guys wanted to go to the drinking contest?
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a contest for...
Yes, there is a drinking contest as well.
Oh my.
Okay.
I am down.
Okie dokie. So, everybody make a Constitution save. Who is participating in this drinking contest, as Caelum is still just like, you're going to wake the puppy. Like,
Ooh. Nice.
Do I roll an advantage because I have advantage against being poisoned?
yes.
Yes.
Lucky for you.
So a 4.
Ooh,
Okay.
that was a dirty 20.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. 17.
Okay, so Blake, you have this one, and they like your arms and legs are feeling pretty sore. So by the time that you actually get to the contest, they're like, you're already like you go to drink your one, and they just kind of think that you're in your cups already. So they're like, like you don't progress to the next round.
Why the hell are they using IPAs?
An all-day IPA, bitch. Woo!
So Gwen and Cori make another Constitution save.
Oh, this is not going well.
Nope. That's not Dice Tower. Well, shoot. Okay. 7.
Okay.
8.
7 and an 8. So yeah, both you guys. The beer that you are drinking does not feel like it was meant for chugging. And you guys kind of sputter out on your second drink.
IPAs, man.
Is this a wheat ale?
Nobody, like everyone else, is just like, it's okay. And you can see that there is that just like large-chinned individual sitting relatively close to where you guys are. And as he slams down his second drink, you just hear, as he calls for yet another round. And you see this individual just kind of like lift up his mask a little bit. And where he had that annoyingly perfect squared jaw, it is like an exact replica underneath. Like that is just the way his face actually looks. And he slams down his third one. And he calls for a fourth. And after the fourth, he finishes it as well and says, "Perhaps it is up to the others to truly decide who is the winner. I have had enough." And he stands up and begins walking outside. And you can see that there are other humans just kind of like clapping and following him as he struts.
Oi.
What color shirt is he wearing?
He is wearing a very, very bright red shirt.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I want to kick this guy's ass. Can I kick this guy's ass?
I don't think he's really done anything. I don't think you can kick his ass.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
I don't think you can kick his ass. He hasn't done anything.
Legally.
Oh. I could totally take him, though.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah,
Most certainly. Yeah.
But Gwen, if you kick his ass and go to jail, who'll take care of the puppy?
That's right.
You've been doing a great job.
I'm a mom now.
Now.
Think of the children.
And you guys
Wait, there
are
are other kids?
You guys are kind of just enjoying.
Caelum.
Oh.
You're just enjoying your drinks and having a good time at the Hollantide Festival. And after another hour and a half or so, it seems like this Galavan fellow has not actually lost very many of these games. He seems to just be making a sweep of them until eventually the festival actually starts to come to a close. And you see that there are a lot of people like with a little carrier over their shoulders, just bringing forth this large wicker chair with this Galavan fellow on it, and he just sort of seems to be arms out addressing people as they all begin to cheer for their new king of Hollantide. And they set him down into the square, and then he says, "Commence with the gifts!" As a large crowd of people actually then forms a line, and each one comes out and brings him, and then they just seem to be little trinkets, little mementos. You don't see that anybody's like throwing a bunch of gold at this guy. It's like they leave him like three quarters a bottle of wine. They leave him some bread. There's a couple oranges that are also scattered throughout. And you see, the four of you guys see then that there is a small child, and the small child has what looks to be a wolf stuffed animal up against his chest. And you see some people come over, and they actually put down what looks to be like this wicker crown on top of the head of this king of Hollantide. Until eventually, as he's just bringing in all of these gifts, and you guys see this kid with the wolf come out, and this man kind of like leans forward, And he says, "And what do you present your king of Hollantide, young boy? Or my young imp familiar?" And the boy just puts his stuffed animal up where the nose touches the crown that this Galavan fellow is wearing. And that is when I would like for Blake and Cori to make perception checks.
17.
17?
Yes.
5.
Okay, so Blake, you are definitely
I'm
feeling
upset.
like you were upset that this asshole is the king of Hollantide.
I'm upset that this boy is like giving up his little plushie. Like I'm like getting out one of my plushies to give to him.
Oh no.
And you look up Cori, and during this moment, you see that there is actually a glint of greenish energy, and what looks to be like an after image of this child just moves up and actually goes into the body of Galavan.
Oh dang.
And the kid just drops to the ground, and the plushie is off to the side as well. And you see Galavan like grabbing at his chest, and some people are now starting to worry, wondering why this kid has fallen. And you see that some people had been parading, they'd been parading a giant scarecrow with them into town, as just to kind of celebrate Hollantide. And now Galavan just sits back into his chair and kind of like touches at his face mask, and then after a while he steadily looks up and points a hand out at the scarecrow. And when it does, you see that the scarecrow actually begins to animate, and it swipes down at one of the people that was carrying it into town. So I would like for all of you guys to roll initiative.
When the kid had dropped, Caelum had started running over to them.
Okay.
Yep. Same.
Also same.
15.
Okay, so Cori, you got 15. Blake, what'd you get?
8.
Okay, Caelum, what'd you get? Did you really? How is this possible?
What?
Oh, no.
Did you? Oh, you did. Oh.
Gwen, you
Wow,
got
okay.
5.
You're going away forever, little one.
Like, throw that boy into the fires of Mount Doom. God damn.
My good sir, you are cursed. There's no way around it.
I'm never gonna go anywhere but first on the second round.
All right. So you guys are all, you're all, Caelum, you're rushing in. So you're at about 25 feet away from where this boy has fallen down, and Galavan is standing, is now like hand on mask and seems to have animated this scarecrow to life. You see him actually grab the mask and pull it off, and you can see that it looks like the mask did look like, but the eyes are just kind of whited over. And you are all about 50 feet away total, and you hear this shriek just emanate from Galavan outwards. So I would like for you all to make wisdom saving throws.
Pup.
And
This against being feared.
this is... Yes, this is against fear. And does Bloodhunter prevent any kind... What does Bloodhunter give in terms of like resistance? Or do you have like advantage on any saves or anything like that?
1 second.
Okay.
I don't think that Hunter's Bane does anything.
Just gives you advantage on the survival check, trying to find him.
I think so.
All right. So I need you all to make a wisdom saving throw.
19.
14.
16.
13.
All right. 13 was just what you needed. So you actually see, you guys are all fine. But you see a swath of these crowds people. Like some of them, their hair just turns a shock white. Others, you can see that their skin kind of begins to sag and grow older, and you can see that the little boy who was on the ground's hair also turns that shock white as he looks older, and it seems like this creature, whatever it is that is inhabiting Galavan, has let out, has shown them its horrifying visage. So that is it for its turn. Next up is going to be Cori.
Have we had a short rest?
Yeah, you
had a
guys,
long
you
rest.
guys,
We had a long rest,
you had
yeah.
a long
Okay.
rest, rode into town later on in the day after experiencing much of nothing. Is this?
First day I didn't use my blood die.
I would like for Caelum to make a second wisdom save for the puppy. As it's any non-undead creature that can hear.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. 18 natural.
18's fine. The doggo is good.
Doggo is good.
Sound-based
I know what
attacks.
I'm using my Blessing of the Raving Queen to do, first and foremost. Getting the
Alrighty.
heck away.
All right, so Cori, it is your turn, and you see this Galavan fellow now widen the eyes, jaw long and extended.
Oh, God.
That seems to be walking towards the scarecrow.
Okay, how far is he?
At this point, he is 40 feet away from where you are.
Cool. I'm going to run towards him. I'm going to run my full 30 feet, and then I'm going to do a divine sense to see what exactly is going on with this guy. Is he celestial, fiend, undead?
You're getting a sense of undeath.
Undeath. All right, cool. I know what to do.
Okay. Sounds good.
That's. I think that's it for me. I'll do a bonus action. Thunderous Smite.
Okay. Sounds good.
So
Next.
that's. I'm getting my sword good and ready to go. Also, my armor is off, just for the record.
Yeah. As you had taken off your armor to do a feat of strength.
Yeah. I'm about to do another one.
Feat of strength.
Hey.
More like arms of strength, because I don't use my feet.
Hey.
We don't need a feat of strength, we just need strength of feet.
All right.
I'm only
so-
level 3. I don't get a feat until level 4.
You see that this scarecrow is now swiping down onto these villagers that all seem to just kind of be moving in a panic. And it swipes out twice with its claws and finds purchase against 2 more villagers that just sort of seem to get knocked down to the ground. And you see one of them gets knocked down and is like clutching their shoulder. And you can see that it was the individual that had the dwarf mask on that had helped you out earlier. So then next up is going to be Blake.
How far is the scarecrow and Duder?
Okay, so the scarecrow currently is 15 feet away from where you are, and the Duder he is about 45 feet away from where you are currently.
Right. Blood right. And taking a shot.
Okay.
Dirty 20
Okay. 20 will hit.
on the scarecrow.
Oh, on the scarecrow, yeah. 20 still hits.
Okay, so that's going to be 13 points of piercing damage and 2 points of fire damage.
Okay, so...
I don't know if the fire damage is going to do anything.
So it was how
special.
many points of piercing?
13.
Okay. Sounds good. And then how much for fire?
2.
Okay, so the fire does more than you thought that it would. But the but the bolt sinking in just sort of seems to sink into this straw body and pass through it. It doesn't seem to really hold up.
Okay.
Yes. So then next up is going to be Gwen. Gwen, you see that there is this Galavan fellow who who is now just like looking around and kind of taking stock of where it is. And you see that there is this large scarecrow that just sort of seems to be coming through and attacking these villagers.
Is the scarecrow on the ground?
Yes.
Okay.
It was being held up with these long poles,
Yeah.
but after it became animated, it seems to no longer need those poles to then kind of shamble around.
Okay. Can I get to this skeleton?
Yes, the
the
scarecrow is 25 feet away from where you are, so you would be able to use
Sweet.
your full action to be able to get there.
Okay, so I would like to go up to it. I would like to tiny rage, please.
Okay.
And I am going to try to attack it. And I'll reckless attack it because I want it to hit me, not any of the other guys.
Okay.
Ooh, that's good. That's an 18 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, 18 totally hits.
Okay. That's 9 damage.
Woo! Okay.
And just, with my thing, my tattoo ignites.
Mhm.
So if the creature tries to attack anyone but me, it gets disadvantage on those attacks.
Alrighty, sounds good. And when your axe sank in, it did not look like it did as much damage as you thought that it was going to.
Sorry, the creature has resistance to the damage dealt by the attack.
Okay.
Not disadvantage.
Okay.
Wait.
Good.
Sorry. Yes, both things.
Okay.
I
Good
can
notes.
read a sentence properly.
Good notes indeed. So then next up is going to be Caelum at the bottom of the round.
Well, I'm going to move. Shit. I'm going to run away from them to a nice safe place. And is there anywhere where I can hang the papoose?
Make a quick investigation check.
Okay. 12.
Okay. Yeah, you see that there is an awning where they have set up a lamp, and you kind of like quickly switch the lamp with the hanging dog.
Yeah, and I'll take the lamp with me.
Okay.
And then I'll run back as close as I can, and I'm going to cast Shield of Faith, if possible, range of 60 feet on Coriander.
Okay. Sounds good.
Did I get?
Shield of Faith, that's plus 2 AC.
Ooh.
My turn is done.
Alrighty, sounds good. So next up is the start of the round with this figure. And he is going to just start walking. He still doesn't seem to have taken advantage of you guys. But when you cast that Shield of Faith spell, he just... and sees you guys, and then you see him actually like kind of change the direction where he's at, and begins to confidently walk into the crowd of people, and you see him reach down and actually pick up a mask off the ground. And then on his turn, you see him just kind of like put on this mask and then walk into the crowd, and that is going to be his turn.
Yuck.
All right, Cori, it is your turn.
Did I see what mask he put on? Where is he?
You still have a good visual on him, and the mask that he put on was of the chubby-cheeked human mask.
Okay. Is he close enough that I can face step towards him?
Yes.
I do that.
Okay.
If he can be charmed, then he should do a wisdom save now.
He is immune to charm.
I figured. Okay. And in that case, well, hold on. Let me mark off my face step so I remember that. And now, I imagine that Coriander has started to wrap her holy symbol on the pommel of her sword. So she's going to face step right next to him and show her holy symbol to him and try to turn him.
Okay. So that's a wisdom save?
I think so. Double check.
Yeah, it is.
This is Channel Divinity. Turn the Faithless, Wisdom save, DC 13.
All right. So
Bust
it
that
got
ghost.
a 17 on its save.
17 makes it, but on a failure, the creature is turned for a minute or until it takes damage.
Okay. So you actually see him like bring up his hands in front of its face, and then you see a spectral being just sort of get shot out of the back of him that also has his hands up, and there is currently a spectral figure with the features of an elven humanoid that are just kind of like staring down, looking super upset.
Got you. Okay.
And you see that it has to leave, correct? It has to spend a reaction to move as far away, or is that just the cause fear ability?
Who all knows what turned does?
I have it right here as well.
I figured.
If the creature fails to stand, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage. A turned creature must spend
It spends its turns,
Okay.
not immediate.
Sounds good.
And it cannot move willingly within 30 feet of you.
Okay.
All right. So that happens, and I catch Gal before he falls.
Yeah, and he just sort of like collapses forward and just what's happening?
Stay down.
And he just sort of drops and like covers his head. So then next up is going to be this large construct scarecrow that is currently going to swipe out against Gwen. Because it is not as good if it tries to swipe at other things right now.
Not again.
All right, so that is a 9. I don't believe hits you. But
Nope.
It is going to make its second attack with a 5. So yeah, it was not built to fight such tiny things. So your short stature is actually making quick work of this thing. So next up is going to be Blake. And Blake, you see that there is now this spectral form that has been pulled out of Galavan. In your Bloodhunter trainings, especially knowing a lot more about undead than a lot of other things, you would know this to be a ghost.
A ghost. Okay,
Yes.
not a banshee.
No, not a banshee.
I'm feeling a lot better now.
Okay.
A banshee is what killed my very first character.
Oh no.
As we talked about on a Let's Talk About This episode.
Let's talk about it.
Yes.
So I'm still going to be focused on the scarecrow, and I want to use my I want to amplify my blood curse of the
Okay.
marked. Well, I don't want to amplify it, but I want to use it. Sorry. So that'll double my fire die.
Okay.
24 to hit.
Yeah, no, that hits.
All right, I did roll a 1 on one of the die, so I'm
Yep.
going to flare up for my Fiend Pact. Nice. Okay. So that's going to be 6 points of fire damage.
Okay. Which doubles it.
And 8 points of piercing.
Woo! Yeah, so with this, you shoot this scarecrow in its center of mass, but this time with your flare up, you just see this entire thing just ignite, and you see it kind of like shambling back and forth, and people are still yelling and screaming, really not knowing what's happening. But this creature ends up kind of collapsing down onto the ground as it just continues to smolder. So it is no longer a threat because fire damage is really silly.
How about a little fire, Scarecrow?
God damn it. It's Halloween! So then next up is Gwen. And Gwen, you saw this large creature burst into flames.
Blake, just give me one. Then I'm gonna run towards, I guess, the spooky spectral beast if I can see it.
Yep. You definitely see this creature that is now currently just floating in the air.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to it and I don't know what to do. Can I hit it?
Caelum in the background. Do your best.
He's still like holding up
the
his
people.
puppy.
Would I know that she could hit it? Would I know if she could hit it?
Make a
I'm
history
gonna
check.
try.
It's our most
With
commonly rolled
advantage?
check. Yep.
All right. 4.
All right. So go with your gut instinct. Do you feel like Gwen could hit it? I mean, she has like magical abilities on her
You can
that
certainly
have.
try.
Yeah, you can certainly try.
Okay. I'm gonna reckless attack this bitch.
Okay.
Oh shit. That's an 8
Okay.
and two hit.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit it.
Okay, and then I'm gonna attack with my offhand. And that's better. That's a 21.
Okay. Sounds
so-
good.
Yeah, my spiritual thing does work because it's the first thing I hit.
Okay.
So
Sounds
that
good.
is 9 damage.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely does not. It looks like its form kind of like shifts a little bit in and out as you hit it. But it does not look like it is necessarily taking the full force of damage as that ogre had yesterday. Man, what a guy he was.
I hate this!
Goddamn ghosts! All right, so then next up is Caelum. And Caelum, you see that there is just this large spectral spooky ghost. It just sort of seems to have appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah, religion check.
Sure.
Not bad. Where is 17?
All right. So with your 17, you would know this is most certainly a ghost. And one of the other things that is kind of interesting about this is that it is a elven spirit that is trapped. As elven spirits typically have their spirits move on and go through the cyclical process of resurrection. This definitely seems like this is a pissed off elven ghost who does not believe that they deserved to be a ghost.
Gonna try and
Reason with the ghost.
yeah.
I'm gonna pull off its mask.
I'm gonna pull off its mask.
Would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids and your dumb dog.
I'm gonna run up. Be like, wait. So, first off, why are you doing this to the ghost?
Okay.
Can I say it in Elven too, just in case it's like one of those elder ghosts?
Yeah. So you ask, why is it doing this?
Yeah.
I seek freedom.
We could help you? Question mark.
I need a vessel.
Don't we all?
I'm already booked, dude. Meta.
Sorry,
No vacancy
Occupado.
sign.
Could we just talk this out somehow? Okay.
And then what else are you going to do? Or did you just want to have your action be trying to reason with the ghost?
I'll try to reason with the ghost.
Okay. Yeah. It is.
We mean no harm. We want to help you.
After you just turned it, I'm sure it totally believes that.
I want to help it.
Mm-hmm. So then it is actually Ghosty's turn. And so he has to use his movement action to leave this general area, correct?
Not anymore. He took damage.
Ah, yes he does. So it is actually going. So it can't do that again. But Caelum, you said that you were the one who wanted to help this ghost.
Yep.
Make a wisdom saving throw as it tries to possess you.
Oh no. 13?
13 is, I believe, just enough. Or it's not a wisdom throw. My bad. It's a charisma saving throw.
9.
Yes. So, you see, you hear Caelum in Elven say, "I can help you." And after it shrieks, it looks at you and says, "You most certainly will." And then it dives into you, and your eyes kind of just gloss over, and your body kind of shunks forward.
So next week, I'm introducing my new character.
And Cori, you feel you see the shield of faith in front of you's concentration break. So now Caelum is currently possessed by a ghost, standing in the middle of Gwen and Cori. So
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, Cori. It is your turn.
You know, it would have been a dick move to end it there.
It would have been. Well, shoot. Okay. What do I know about ghosts and possession? What can I do here? Let me see.
You can make a religion check if you would like.
I would love to. Okay, that's not terrible. 17.
Okay. So your 17 knows that the only way to remove a harmful spirit that has invaded into a body is by either using a turn undead spell, a protection from good or evil kind of spell, or you simply have to beat the host down until the ghost leaves.
You know who has 2 out of 3 of those things?
Lucky for you, Caelum. So yeah, I'm gonna sprint over there, and I'm gonna cast protection from good and evil and good on him.
Oh, hey.
Because I have that.
Sorry, it would not be protection. It is dispel evil and good.
Oh, then never mind. I'm going to beat
it's
him.
Dispel.
Guess who has 1 out of 3 of those things?
Guess who's about to get beaten within an inch of his life? It's for your own good.
Oh boy.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
You hit the ones you love.
Yes, you do. Yes,
Oh,
you
no.
do. 23.
Yeah.
No, sorry, that doesn't, just misses.
I also have a
Thunder
Thunder
Smite up.
Smite lined up. So here comes some damage. Oh. All right, that is 6 slashing damage and 2d6 for the Thunderous Smite. Ooh. Is it just 2d6 or do I get to add to that? Just the 2d6. Okay. Also, you need to make a strength saving throw. 10 thunder damage?
So that's 16.
Yeah, 10 thunder damage.
And if I'm guessing, if I realize, no.
And there's a huge, like, crack of thunder as she just, like, absolutely tears into Caelum with her sword.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm guessing I'm knocked prone if I fail.
Oh, you get pushed 10 feet away from me and knocked prone.
Yeah. So this is just like a side swipe, just bringing your arm back as Caelum's body just rockets 10 feet past where you guys and then lands onto the ground.
It's a good thing I put the pup down.
And I still have a bonus action, so I'm going to line up another Thunderous Smite.
Okay. Sounds good. So, Cori.
I love how we can watch his health go down in real time on D&D Beyond.
Thank you, D&D Beyond. Hashtag not sponsored, but could be.
Coriander's just got like this really wild look on her face as she does so.
Yes. And Cori, make a... This is going to be a narrative-specific wisdom save. As you have seen one of your close friends get taken over by another powerful force.
Ooh, that was good, actually. Dirty 20.
Okay, so yeah, you managed to withhold yourself from changing seasons.
Cool.
Got it. So then next...
Where are your friends?
Next up, Blake. Blake, you see that
He's
Caelum had... Huh?
He's prone.
Yeah, he is prone.
How far away is he from me?
He is what looks to be about 20 feet away from where you are.
I am... Okay. I am dropping my crossbow.
Okay.
I'm pulling out a rapier.
Okay.
And I'm going to run over to him. Sorry, buddy.
I got this scar from Amaro. I got this scar from Cori.
This one from one of my best friends.
And just dragging it across like my torso, maybe like cutting the shirt and the armor just a little bit, and activating another Crimson Right.
Okay.
And I will probably not hit with
You have advantage because he is prone.
Oh. With a 9, I will probably still not hit.
Yeah, no, you definitely miss. So next up is Gwen.
I'm gonna turn to Cori and say, "Dude, what the fuck?" And I'm gonna attack Cori
Oh God.
because she just attacked Caelum, and I don't understand what's going on.
Okay.
So sorry, bro, but
That's fine. Go ahead.
Monday games, we're all happy.
I know, right? Jeez, right? So I'm not gonna reckless because I'm confused and upset, but I am gonna attack you. Does a 14 hit? Oh yeah,
Yep.
you have your armor off.
Not on me. Not in my armor.
That's 9 damage for the first hit.
Ow.
Sorry. And for the second hit. Ooh, okay, that's a 12. Ooh,
That does not hit though.
okay.
So I get hit once, and then I see it coming the second time.
Yeah.
I like to imagine she actually just like stops the. She like grabs your hand before you hit her the second time.
Oh, that makes me very upset.
He's possessed. We have to beat the ghost out of him.
You're possessed! You're attacking our friends! You see the fiery rage in my eyes.
Oh.
You get illuminated by Blake's fiery rage.
Right?
So then up next is Caelum, quote, who is going to stand up, look at you, Blake, and then with the spear, it just slams it on the front of the shield, and he is going to cast Toll the Dead against you.
Oh.
So
shit.
make a wisdom save.
Okay. I'm looking up one thing. My wisdom save is a 15.
Okay.
Uh,
It doesn't do half, you just save out of it.
okay.
Cantrip.
Yep. Yep, and then that is...
Okay.
And then you see it kind of like turn so that way it's it doesn't really see a good way to turn and face anybody, but he is going to try and swivel around you so that way his back is to the crowd and he can kind of see you as well as Cori and Gwen from his side view.
But I'm still engaged.
Yes, he is still
Okay.
engaged. So then next up is going to be the ghost, but the ghost currently is inside of Caelum. So that is what it did.
Did he stand up?
Yeah, he stood up and then walked around the side of Blake, so that way he could get a better view on the lot of you. So then next up is going to be Cori.
All right. Coriander is just gonna shove Gwen away and be like, "We don't have time for this," and she's gonna go after Caelum, provoking an opportunity attack from Gwen if she would like to.
Yeah, she doesn't really know ghosts. I'm assuming she has no idea what's going on.
When the party is as much of a hazard than the enemies.
22.
It's Halloween.
Definitely
Boo-hoo.
hits.
Sorry. That's 8 damage.
All right, so welcome to the Civil War session.
Yeah, right?
Look, we got it out of the way early.
8 damage. All right. That's fine. I am going to attack Caelum.
Okay.
This is just like a bound over, take a swipe to the back as she does so, doesn't even flinch. How's about a 12?
Nope, not with the shield up.
All right. I have a bonus action I will not use it.
Okay. And you still have your Thunderous Smite up.
Yes.
So next up is Blake.
All right. Rapier's already out. I'm gonna try to attack again.
Okay.
Flaming Rapier. God, I should not use melee weapons. This is a 13.
No, Caelum just blocks it with his shield as you go to stab in towards him.
But I'm looking really scary, and I'm still like, come at me.
Oh, yeah. No, and you see that there is just this smirk of confidence on Caelum's face that you have never seen him actually make before.
Is he wearing a mask?
Caelum?
He has the turnip head on.
Yeah, it's just the turnip mask. This entire thing has taken place
Just
to
a
turnip.
very cocky turnip.
You cocky turnip. If you like what we're doing on the show, give us the hashtag. Spooky turnip. Or turnip for what? It's really...
Turn down.
Stop.
All right, so Blake, that was your turn. Gwen, you see that both Blake and Cori are attacking Caelum.
I have not seen Caelum attack either of them, right?
You actually saw Caelum try and attack Blake back after Blake tried to stab him while he was on the ground.
Can I make a perception check to see if I figure out what's going on or not?
Make a insight check.
Okay. I don't know how any of this works, so... Oh, that's an 18.
Okay, so yeah, the smirk of confidence that played across Caelum's face, that's not your Caelum in there. Caelum, you know, would never be that confident in public.
That's true. Okay, I'm gonna try to tackle him.
Okay. Yeah, so make a athletics check.
Okay. Plus 14. 14.
Does that hit you, Caelum? Nope.
What's your AC?
Team.
Shit.
Friends.
Drunk boy.
Yeah, so Caelum, is just expertly deflecting, and you swing in with your axe, and before it can even find purchase, you just see him lift up the butt of the spear and actually hit it down into the ground. And he is also now showing a lot more combat prowess than he has previously. He has very regimented roles that he likes to go into.
Yeah. Can I do my off-arm attack?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna do a non-lethal attack. I'm trying to hit him with the side or the back end of the hand axe.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. I'm sorry, Caelum.
It's okay.
6 damage.
You still up, Caelum?
Boy looks hurt.
He's a hurt boy.
He's a hurt boy.
Yes.
I don't understand this. I'm sorry I hit you, Cori. And that's my turn.
Alrighty, so up next is Caelum and the ghost.
Hello.
He was walking with a ghost. I'm looking at your spell sheet because this makes things fun. All right, what?
There are several spells in here that would make things very fun.
Yeah. So he is going to cast, I believe, this. So yeah, you see this Caelum stretch just from behind his shield. He is going to cast command at the 2nd level on Blake and Gwen and is going to say, "Flee!"
We'll say wisdom save 13.
So Gwen,
That's cocked.
make
Sorry.
a wisdom
What kind of
save.
Wisdom?
Wisdom.
This isn't frightened.
No.
No, this is a command. Ooh! That's a 19.
Okay.
You did bad earlier, but you're doing so well.
7.
Go back up
Okay,
with it.
so Blake, you suffer the effects of the command spell. So during your next turn, you have to follow that command. You spend your turn moving away as fast as possible during its next turn. So next up, after it does that, this Caelum looks very disgruntled, Gwen, that you just managed to like, I'm not gonna leave. The fuck, like, you might not know what's going on, but your heart's still there. Cori, it is your turn.
I'm not going to leave you.
Okay. Please hit. Please hit. That was not in the thing.
A natty 1. Okay.
We're doing great.
Raid boss Caelum, everybody.
Alrighty.
A swing and a miss.
Alrighty. Next up, Blake. It is your turn.
I'm going to flee. Do I get an Does it get an opportunity
Yeah,
attack
it's
on
going
me?
to attempt to stab out at you.
Great.
But a 3 on the die isn't probably not going to do it.
Damn it.
I have a plus 13 to hit.
God damn it. I know you don't.
Okay. I'll move 60 feet away.
Okay. So yeah, you move very far away from where this is taking place. Gwen.
I'm
It is
gonna hit
your
him
turn.
again
Do it.
with the butt of my axe, and I'll reckless this because a sweet baby boy. That's a 19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. Oh, max damage. That is a 12.
Okay. So, Caelum.
Yeah, he's still up. He's fine.
Are you seriously?
No, he's down.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, I only had 6.
Yeah, so, and you were doing subdual damage instead of, okay, yeah, so.
Oh, yeah.
Just want it, I know, you guys are the subdual crew, it's actually very nice. And so you actually managed to knock Caelum out, and as his body falls to the ground, you see the visage of this ghost still lingering where Caelum's body was, so he just falls away to it's almost like there was a layer effect, and then you deleted layer 1, and now there's just there's a ghost that's kind of hovering.
All right. I'm going to use my other attack on him, and I'm going to activate my tattoo more in the story, and my spirit is going to come out beside me, and I'm going to say, by the power of Grayskull, I will end you. Go back to the plane where ghosts are. That's a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, that'll hit.
God, +4 to hit. I love it. Okay. And that's 8 damage.
Okay. Yeah, so it does not do as much as you thought it would, but
That's okay.
you did manage to hit a ghost with your axe, which is very cool indeed.
Grayskull is raging.
And then
Behind
Caelum
me.
is out.
He's belting out a guitar solo.
So it is now this creature's turn, and you have given it advantage on its strikes against you, and it is just feeling a lot of undead rage in its non-bones right now. Oh, you done gave me advantage, and the D&D gods have blessed me with a critical. So it is going to use its Withering Touch ability.
Oh shit. Okay, don't do that.
To deal.
Hey guys, welcome to the Halloween episode where we all fucking die.
And it was all a dream.
And Parnell made off with all of our money.
That's true.
Probably.
He would.
Wait a minute, Steven gave me that look.
For 34 points of necrotic damage.
Holy.
Gwen goes down.
Are you alive?
No, I'm alive. I have
Oh.
32 HP.
Okay.
Wait, does the withering
It doesn't
what does
kill
withering
you.
touch? Okay,
It deals
God.
necrotic. I've looked this up.
Okay.
Necrotic
It's
does
not
not kill
flaming
people
heat.
outright unless it's an ability like a Death Tyrant's Death Ray, where it specifically
Yeah.
says that it kills you outright. Otherwise,
Okay.
it's just a damage type. When I was constructing this encounter, I was very, very curious about that. But yeah. So Cori, you just see this ghost drop Gwen after just come on, motherfucker! Boom! And then its head just slowly turns to you.
Do I need another narrative wisdom save here?
No, you did fine enough before.
Cool.
And it looks at you. Will you be my vessel? And that is it for its turn.
For the love of God, heal Caelum. He's the only one who can do anything.
Will you be my mother?
My mommy.
All right, so next up is Cori.
All right, sword for the ghost, please, please, please. Okay. A 10. A 10 doesn't hit, does it?
No, a 10 does not hit.
Oh, also since never mind. Command is only one turn.
All right. I don't think I have any bonus actions that are useful here.
Okay.
So I do not do any bonus actions.
Okay, sounds good.
I do have a potion of healing on me.
Blake, it is your turn, and you have just seen this ghost drop your friend in front of you.
Yeah, I'm also 60 feet away.
Yep.
I'm not near my crossbow.
You could have ran towards your crossbow.
I think I ran past it.
Oh, sad face.
I'm gonna dash back
Okay.
and just like stand there threateningly with my burning rapier and have a potion of healing in my hand.
Okay. Sounds good. Next up is Gwen.
Sorry, is a
sorry,
potion
I
of
should
healing an action or a bonus action? in this?
Action. Using
Okay,
a
I just
potion in standard campaigns is an
Yeah.
action.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. That's a natural one.
So that is 2 failed death saves.
Oh my gosh. I don't want another character killed. I just went through it.
We should have been worried about you all along, LB.
All right, so next up is this ghosty. And you see it raise up just a spectral hand and goes to swipe down against Cori. It was almost another nat 20, but then it rolled to a 2. So you're good on that.
Okay.
And then that is it
That's
for
nice.
that is it for its turn. So Cori, what's the play?
Oh. I should heal people. That's what I should do. But Coriander is not in the state of mind to do that.
Go for it.
So I am so sorry if this results in a death, but I have to attack the ghost.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 22.
Okay, 22 hits.
Okay.
That is 9 slashing damage and 5 thunder damage. Crack of thunder, boom, 10 feet back prone.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
It is immune to the prone.
Cool.
You cannot knock a ghost prone.
I do not get 10 feet back,
Yes,
though.
you do push it 10 feet back. So next up is Blake. Okay. Healing
Gwen
Gwen.
get 2d4 plus 2.
Sounds
Who's against?
good.
Why me?
Gwen or Caelum? Who are you healing?
Gwen.
Okay.
I'm KO'd. I'm not rolling death saves.
Oh,
so.
that's right. That's right. Okay. God. 2d4?
2d4 plus 2. And then I'll just stare down this ghost. If I can, I want to go like up against it.
Okay. Sounds good. So yeah, you rush up onto this ghost after you deliver the health potion, and you're just standing in front of it with your flaming rapier, looking directly at it. So Gwen, you come back with that much HP. You are currently conscious.
Oh God! I'm gonna look over and see Caelum on the ground, and no! And I'm gonna go scramble over to him, and I'm gonna put my healing potion in his mouth.
Okay.
Aww.
Because I don't know, he's not dying.
That's true. Caelum, you do not come back to consciousness as you are not struggling to stay up. You are just asleep, and you have regained that much health.
Cool.
Can I smack him with my bonus action?
Yes.
Wake up! You've got to live!
Yeah. So at the slaps, you do get woken up.
Uh,
All right.
I'm just like, I don't. Do I look rough? What do I look
You
like?
look pretty fucked up right now. Like
But I
there's
think-
a lot of like you have your light cloth armor, but you can see that a lot of veins have actually just they seem to have like a lot of dark coloration to them. It looks like you had a claw go through you that left only bruises. Of just like immediately like there are just 3 large streaks that go down you.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what I look like, leaning over you. Pale as a ghost. But not. I ripped my mask off, too.
Yep. So that was yours, Caelum. It is your go.
look up at Gwen, do like a half crunch, see Blake fighting the ghost, shakes his head, points a finger, guiding bolt 2nd level
Okay.
at the ghost. At Blake. No.
I'm still possessed, bitch.
Fuck you. Hey. 22.
Yeah, 22 hits.
Oh. 20 points of radiant damage.
Damn.
Yeah, and you guys just see that, like, Caelum just does, like, the Yu Yu Hakusho style finger gun and fires it out, and you see that there is just this giant missing hole inside of this ghost now that's steadily creeping down to reform, but it is having a difficult time maintaining its form.
There's like the flash of bright light, and from this, it's just like,
Just give him the bird.
I
so
learned
proud
that
of you.
one from Prescott.
I'm so
Gwen.
proud of you.
All right, so next up is this Goust, and this ghost is standing right in front of you, our dear Blake. So Blake, I'd like for you to make a charisma saving throw.
My Hunter's Bane doesn't help with this, does it?
It's fine. I can turn you.
17 minus 1, 16.
Yeah. So that passes. So it tries to actually come into your body. And the rest of you see that there is what looks to be just this large spectral form over Blake that just puts its hand out against the ghost and just shoves it back. Blake, in your head, there's only room for one.
Está ocupado.
Alrighty, so that is it for its turn, as it is just trapped next to you. So, Cori, it is your turn.
Bonus action, ensnaring strike. That's just another one that at advantage. Oh my.
Fighting bolt, bitches.
Oh my. The ensnaring strike is just going to be on this the next attack that hits. The advantage didn't help a whole lot now, did it? How about a 13?
13 hits. Roll for damage.
Yay. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. That's 5 slashing damage. And then Next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, a writhing mass of thorny vines appears at the point of impact. The target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by magical vines until the spell ends. And
immune to the
also,
restrained ability.
What's that?
It is immune to being restrained.
Never mind then.
Okay. Sounds good. Then next up, Blake.
Stab.
Okay.
I do not stab. Actually, I might stab. No, I won't. 12?
Yeah, 12 hits.
Oh, neat.
You're basically hitting a cloud.
Neat. Rapier is a D8. Okay, so this is going to be 4 points of piercing damage
Okay.
and 4 points of fire damage.
Alrighty. It looks like it is barely holding its form. There is not a whole lot that is keeping it corporeal at this state. Gwen, it is your turn.
All right. My rage is gone, but I can rage again. Yeah, I have 3 rages. So,
And this
I
would be
would
your
like-
last one. Because
You
you
did
used a
get
rage
dipped in
while
here.
chopping wood.
truth. Okay, last rage. I'm going to tiny rage. Then I'm going to come at this guy with a reckless attack because I can't learn from my mistakes. And I'm going to try to fuck him up. Okay. Double 19s.
That's pretty good. Roll for damage.
Let's fuck this guy up. 10.
Alrighty. So, how does Gwen slay a ghost?
Oh shit. Okay, so I push I'm on the ground next to Caelum, making sure that he's okay. He does the thing. I see Blake do his thing, and I'm like, because I have no sense of space, I push off of Caelum's like chest, stand up, and then I'm gonna run at it, and I'm going to just like Dean from Supernatural, just slice up through this bitch
Okay.
and land on the other side on one knee.
Yeah, so you slice up through this guy, and as your axe hits, you just hear "No!" In Elven being cried out as this ghost just dissipates outward. And for a moment, you guys are still breathing heavy, and you can kind of just hear the sounds of Caelum standing up, groaning as he does, and the whimpers of a puppy off somewhere relatively close by. But as you guys are all standing, you see that people begin to pop out of homes, and they begin to pop out of shops, and they begin to take their masks off and kind of look around.
Look, I left you one.
And as you guys are just kind of standing around, the crowd just starts to cheer, and you hear the night filled with an uproarious applause as people begin to thank you for the job that you did when dealing with their ghost. So that is where we are going to call it for the evening. I would like to say thank you all to everybody who decided to stop by and watch as a few episodes of Lull Period led to a really fun encounter with a ghost. So I would like to say first and foremost, thank you to Strawberry Wolf Creates for the follow. You're great. Thank you to Mom Ads for the follow. You're great. Thank you to JD for subscribing. You guys are all amazing. And now it is time for our sign off. So, RJ, where can we find you? What do you do?
Hey everybody, I'm RJustice282. You can find me on Twitter under that handle, here on Twitch under that handle, and on the Tuesday game as our lovely Warlock boy Hubris.
Yeah. All right, LB, where can we find you? What do you do?
Hello, I'm LBHackEmUp. I play a different kind of ghost on our Tuesday night games. So it wasn't confusing at all when I heard ghost a lot tonight. But you can catch me there. I do stream sometimes. So if you want to see if I'm doing that, you can follow me in my link in the stuff below.
All right. Cyberwolf, where can we find you? What do you do?
You can find me at Cyberwolf1201 on the Twitterverse, where I tweet things, usually shit posts and stuff about Critical Role and just what I'm doing. And from there, you can see me tweet that, hey, sometimes I go live on twitch.tv/Cyberwolf1201, where I play video games badly and might do other stuff eventually. But I always talk about lore because I love me some lore. You can also find me on Saturdays on Pro Restarter's channel, where I'm playing another character with a dragon pact of the dad, who also sometimes baits enemies into trying to use Hellish Rebuke. But you know, you have to be damaged to be able to do that.
Live the dream. Live the dream.
Yeah, you can also not find me currently on Sundays on Open for Adventure, but they just started off their 5e campaign and it's been going really well. So definitely check them out. I do stuff with them behind the scenes. And yeah, on my YouTube channel, which you can find through twitch.tv/Cyberwolf1201. You can also find a podcast that Kyle with an N do called Let's Talk About It, where sometimes I talk about the traumatic events of characters past and characters current.
And it definitely doesn't inspire me to make a session around it.
Bah.
All right.
But yeah, follow me. Bye.
All right. And Danae, where can we find you? What do you do?
I am Danae Keener. You can find me at DanaeKeener.com. I do commissions and D&D related artwork, and you can find information about that at DanaeKeener.com.
All right. And I am the Indoor Adventurer. If you have come to this Twitch channel, you probably knew that already, but if you didn't, hello, friend. If you would like to join in on our Discord server, you can either subscribe or become a patron through my Patreon, and you will receive a free adventure every month. Well, I mean, you're paying money for Patreon, but you're getting an adventure every month, and I just released one called the Temple of the Magic Spider, which was super fun. Not only to run for most people. I think Cyberwolf, you're the only one that hasn't gone through Temple yet.
Yes.
Yes.
That is correct.
We can fix this.
Ooh.
Because Extra Life is going to be a long day. But if you guys would like to check out any of our older games, you can find us at anchor.fm/indoor-adventures, or on the rest of the social medias, we are the Indoor Adventurer, which is me. But yeah, you can find me there. You can find all our lovely games there. And that is going to be it for our evening. So once again, thank you to all you wonderful people, and we will see you guys next week. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.